What's going on, everybody? It's ShanksTanks, and today I am going to be showing you how to turn this into this. How's it going, everybody? Today I'm just going to make a brief video showing you how I threw together my wooden black box LED light hanging fixture stand, I guess you could call it. If you guys would like the measurements, I can leave them in the description. Just leave a comment and let me know. This is for a 75-gallon reef tank, but as you see, I went ahead, I cut the boards that I needed to the appropriate lengths and thicknesses. I cut some 45-degree supports, and I have my screws, my eye hooks, and I also have my drills and other things, tape measure, pencil, all that. So I'm going to show you step by step just kind of how I threw this all together, and like I said, if you would like the information, just leave a comment and I would be more than happy to leave it in the description for you guys. As you can see, I started out with the 3/4 inch wood and attaching that to the side support wood there with a little bit of overhang, and keeping the bottom support wood on the inside where the rim of the tank would be, so it would be resting on the end. And then I also secured it with a couple of screws, just two there to keep it from wobbling any direction. As you can see, I next started on the top, but things didn't quite work out how I was planning. I messed my measurements up, so I decided to come in from the side instead of the top because I had cut the board to the length of the fish tank, not thinking that the board needed to rest on top of the actual supports. So before I had messed anything up, luckily I had caught it and fixed it. The next thing I did is I went ahead and I attached some of the small 45-degree angle supports that I had, which luckily it worked out that I had messed it up and I had made these 45-degree angle supports beforehand anyway, so that'll give it a little bit of extra stability, so I'm not too worried about it falling or anything like that. So two of the pieces of wood that weren't pictured in the beginning are these two right here that I am attaching, and basically I'm attaching those at the bottom, the base of the hanging bracket, so that way I can add a little bit more stability to it and makes me a little bit more comfortable. Also, it helps bring the bottom in since the wood was also a little bit warped, so it kind of helped take that out of the equation. Next, what I did was I went ahead and I attached the larger 45-degree angle brackets to the side supports and to the bottom frame that I had just finished making. I also gave them a little bit of overhang like I did the side supports, so that way it would keep it from shifting left or right. Next, what I did was I went ahead and attached those smaller pieces on the far right of the picture in the first few minutes, and I did the same thing. I gave them a little bit of an overhang and I mounted those on what I decided on to be the back of the bracket. As you can see, next what I did, I went ahead and I wrote some measurements down. These make a little bit more sense once you kind of understand what you're looking to accomplish, but basically it's a 48-inch tank. If you divide that in half, since there's two lights, one on each side, that would be 24 inches. Each light would have to be centered at 24 inches. The center of 24 inches would be 12 inches. So I have 12 inches coming off of the side over there, which would be the edge of the tank, to the middle of where would be the light. The light is 8.5 inches from bracket to bracket, so basically 4 1/4 inch off of the center point to each bracket. And then I just marked the center of the hanging board, and that's where I came up with the measurements I have for the eye hooks that are in place. Alright, so now comes the fun part of getting the lights hung up. So I went ahead and did that. I got all the power cords plugged in. I know they're not 100% even right now. I went ahead and I fixed them though before I got everything up and rolling. They are currently pretty level. Everything looks pretty decent. Just needs a good coat of paint for it to be finished. So here it is, fully assembled and up and running. Everything looks pretty good. I like the way it turned out. It was very cheap. I just used some scraps that were laying around. Obviously the wood's a little warped, so I mean I can always add some veneer paneling or something in the front if I want to make it look nice, but for what I need it works for now. So if you guys like this video, make sure to go ahead and leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know if you want any of those measurements, and I can definitely put those in the description. So thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good day and good luck.